Hi everybody. Today we're installing a ATOTO car stereo uh, in my Ford 500. So as you can see, actually I've removed the previous one. So the first thing you do is remove this little decorative thing in the middle, so you can remove the middle console. So in order to remove the middle console, you're gonna need to put your lever in neutral, so you have space to remove it. So that's what I do. I have to start the car so I can put the car in neutral in order to remove it. So the middle console actually is secured by two clips on the side. As you can see, all you have to do is just pull it. Don't pull it too hard, but just pull it in order to remove it. So don't be afraid. When you fix things, stuff happens. So you just remove that, as you can see here. I used to have two screws, but I lost them. I dropped them actually previously when I was fixing it. So don't worry about that. So all you have to do is pull it. The car itself, that middle thing is secured by two clips on the side. So just pull it. Be very careful not to break the middle part. So just pull it a little firmly, but just pull it. Don't be afraid. That's what happened. All right. So you pull that out, and you can see all the wire. Don't be intimidated. The wires are part of your stereo, your car. So this is actually my connectors. That's the rear view camera, my connector to the stereo, and that's my antenna that I adapted it to the ATOTO. As you can see, don't be intimidated because I connected the adapter previously, because like I said, I had an ATOTO before. So it might be intimidating, but you just have to take the time and be patient to connect each wire. They're all coded. There is label. You just have to be patient, and you will get the job done. Actually, all right. So now that I've removed that, let me open it. Everything I'm doing with one hand because I'm filming with my Samsung S21 Ultra 5G. So I'm using one hand to show you the stereo itself. Those are the brackets and so many stuff anyway, but we're gonna go to the point. So this is of course all the papers that you have inside of ATOTO F7. So those are just stuff to put away. If you want to read it, you can read it. So you're supposed to register actually your ATOTO. I just realized that. Thank you to Gladys from ATOTO who told me about it. And here it is, my brand new ATOTO F7. Let me put it. Very simple, very minimalistic stereo. Actually, I really do love it. It's very minimalistic, small, light, but very efficient actually. If you have used one before, you will realize this is very efficient radio, high fidelity, and is really good. So it's really good. Alrighty, so I've used a bracket before. It's a plastic bracket that I got from Amazon, I believe. And so I've used that. He has 4 screws that I've removed, and this is what it looked like. I had to adapt it, remove some of the plastics so it can fit properly right there in the middle. So, but one thing, first thing first, you gotta make sure that the stereo works. So that's why I had to test it before doing anything else, before installing it. So I had to plug everything, all the cables, the rear view, the antenna. That's the rear view I'm installing. Again, sorry, I'm doing one hand. But just for you guys to see, for those who never tried before, I'm just trying to show you guys that everything can be done if you want it to be done. So that's what it is. So anyway, so that was the rear view and the antenna. So, all right. So the moment of truth is going to be starting the car and see if he's going to start. Here we go. ATOTO. So it looked like it's working. Let me just make sure that I can hear the sound in my speakers. That's me right there. Hello. So if you are watching, say hello and tell me where you from and where you commenting from. That would be fantastic. I will shout out at you. Here we go. Let's try the stereo right now, or the sound. There we go. That's the sound. There you go.
Oh my
Don't
God,
mind
well,
the,
sure, we'll look at it.
radio. Those
Have
are not
served
my
for
choice
years
of
in
stereos.
multiple
I was just trying this. So yeah, it looks like it's working fine.
makes my
So I
heart
can
jump.
move forward with the installation. I haven't connected my phone yet, so don't worry. Here we go. So now we are ready to install the stereo. So I need to mount it to this bracket, this plastic bracket, in order for me to mount it to the console itself. So as you can see, I have the two sides. So you take the ATOTO, put it in there, and just make sure it fits in properly on that little frame that you see right there, because that will be very important. If you don't do it properly, it will look kind of ugly, or it's going to be a non-professional installation. So not that I'm saying I'm a professional, but try to do things right, try to make things look good. So then I have to make sure that I secure the stereo to that bracket. So I have two screws that I have to secure on the side. So just make sure it's really tight, it's very secure. So just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere, that it will sit properly. So I have to double check that it looks good in front. So yeah, so that's the screw right there that I just installed. So just make sure it's secure. That's a very important, or your stereo will be rattling, and you don't want that to happen when you're driving. It doesn't really look professional. Again, you want your car to look great when you're installing this. Nobody should be saying, oh my God, you installed it by yourself, or they should say, wow, you did a good job. So here we go. So we're getting ready. I had to change the angle so you guys can see what I'm doing on this side. So that's what it is. All right, so we are gonna connect again the cables, the rear view, the antenna, and everything else. Again, don't be intimidated. I will insist. Don't be intimidated with all those cables. Each cable has a purpose, like your life. So don't be intimidated. All right, here we go. So again, before I can put all those screws back, I just have to make sure that it works. So I'm going to try again, just to ensure, because we never know. You have a lot of cable. This is an electronic product. I just have to make sure it works. Here we go. So I started the car. As you can see, the ATOTO logo came up, the stereo come up. So I'm going to test actually the rear view camera at this point. So I put on the reverse, and here we go. Well, let me show you. Yeah, here we go. So my rear view camera is working, and so I can tell that it's working fine. There we go. All right, so now I can put everything back, the console the way it was, in order to make it look good again. So you gotta secure it with the screws. Again, be patient. This is the way it is when you do it yourself. You do a good job, and you're gonna save a lot of money. But here is not really about money. It's actually, for me, it's very therapeutic to do those things, because my brain, it's like you start something, you finish, and you're successful. So it kind of gives you a great enjoyment. You are enjoying doing that. So here we go. So I'm gonna put the console back, and that was actually my USB that I put on through the glove compartment, in order to connect my phone and make the Android Auto work. So here we go. So you just make sure you press hard, just to make sure that you gotta hear that little click, so to make sure that it is installed properly. And now I'm going to put that middle console. I need to start the car so I can switch the car to neutral in order to fit it in there. And I've kept it this angle so you guys can see right there that I'm installing it properly. Here we go, right there. And then I'm going to switch the camera so you can see how I press it. Make sure you hear those clicks, just to make sure that it's installed properly. And then you put that little piece in the middle that hide all those brackets in the middle. So yeah, here we go, and that should be it. And now let's test the car again. yeah, that's the USB connector. All right, so we're gonna test the sound. Well, as you can see, turned on already. So now I'm gonna test the sound again. There we go, radio, bam. So yeah, so thank you guys.
Los Angeles
this is
and
how you
Orange
install
County
your
and
ATOTO
worldwide
stereo or any other stereo. Don't be
KUSC.org,
intimidated.
a listener-supported broadcast service
That's how
of
we
the
go.
University of Southern
And,
California,
thank you
home
for
of
watching.
the USC
Have a
Dana
nice day.
and David
Bye, guys.
Dornsife College of Letters, Arts, and Science.